up until the spring game happens, I feel like Husker Nation was pretty mum on Husker football, right? Because we had basketball to distract us. Baseball got off to a pretty nice start. Then the spring game hits, and we see 15 in uniform. More and more people go to this 9-10 win thing. Yeah. 10-2. Are you like kind of with us where it's like, can I see freaking 6 first before I get all freaking nuts?
I'm starting this year where I've pretty much started every year 7-5. Like that's the goal. That was a team last year that was better than 7-5. It was set up for them going into November. They should get to a bowl game this year. This is a defense that should get you to a bowl game. Moderately improved quarterback play should get you to a bowl game this year. I'm not going 10. I'm not going 9. Probably wouldn't even go 8. But I am very much firmly in like the 7-5 camp is a good, it's a good safe place. It's a safe camp.
It's so safe.
Stepping stone.
Yeah. Do you guys get this way? I don't get this way anymore, but I noticed the conversation shifts in August. Do you take it up a game when you start getting a little bit in August? No.
Our podcast is kind of like, you drink your Kool-Aid, we'll bring you back down to earth kind of thing.
Where you were at April 15th, was it different from where you were like May 1st?
Really?
After you saw a little bit, did you see enough that you were like, okay?
No.
The reason I will say no is because I feel like Matt Rule, regardless of who was going to play quarterback this year, was going to have to take a step forward and be where I'm thinking we're going to be at, like where we have to be at to show progress. Okay. If it's 15, if it's 10, like my brain has already, it's made its decision on where they have to be this year. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty pissed off.
Calling for heads, baby.
I'm not calling for heads.
No one's doing that. 7-5 is a comfortable place. Said you wouldn't go 8. You definitely wouldn't go 9. What I want to ask you is, what is your floor and what is your ceiling you think this team is capable of?
Floor is probably 6-6. I think if you look at the schedule, I mean, you should be able to get to 6-6. That feels doable to me, especially the fact that you have the same defense coming back. I don't think people appreciate just the benefit of continuity. It's such a big deal in college football now. You think back to like the way that things have gone at Nebraska in the past, like how many different wide receiver coaches have they had? How many different defensive backs coaches have they had? You're resetting the deck every year.
Revolving door.
To basically have things back as they were last year. I don't know why going to a bowl game should not be the expectation for this season. That doesn't seem like a hot take.
That's not a hot take. It should not. We're a blue blood program. That should never.
So, yeah, I mean, it's been 7 years.
Come on.
It's been 80 years.
Yeah, but like, what's the ceiling? Things break right. Can you win 9 with that schedule? Maybe. But at the same time, you're likely starting a freshman quarterback and you have roster questions still. The floor should never be lower than a bowl game.
Everybody makes a bowl. Everybody. Except Nebraska.
There's like 84 of them now. 84 teams make bowls.
Even 5 and 7 teams make them sometimes. You just got to be good at school.
Nebraska, they benefit from that, yeah.
Student athlete.
You had asked, once it hits August, do you bump up a game because of optimism? My answer for that is I recognize, and I'm fully aware that once it hits August, that I'm going to be optimistic. So I talk myself down. I'm like, chill out. But that being said, seeing 15 play the way he did, I'm like, shit. I'm gonna have to. I'm not in the 9-10 territory.
Okay,
but things break right. Give me 8. Give me
an
8
seed in the playoffs.
Jesus Christ!
Is that what you're saying?
No,
8 seed in the playoffs.
Get out!
All right, mark him down. That's
Chill
on record.
Wow.
Football in Lincoln in December. That's
Let's
what I'm hearing.
go.
You better winterize the old gray lady, because she's old. Better winterize that. Anyway. I hope it happens. Oh my God, I hope it happens. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine us going to a bowl game together?
Yeah, imagine that.
We went to Memphis and watched that tragedy.
Still showed up,
We went
baby.
to Minneapolis and watched that tragedy. We went to Michigan and watched that tragedy. Wisconsin watched that tragedy.
Everywhere we go,
we've lost.
We need to stop doing things.
Something I've just realized.
They lose at home too, so it doesn't matter.
Since I've known Kyle and Jared, we have not made a bowl game.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame this on you two.
It's fine.
Wow.
You can also blame it on me.
Or I'll blame it on Scott.
There it is.
You do that. You can blame us. I'll blame.
No, you can blame me.